What's going on, guys? Here are the Demon Rush Chapter 12 draft pages. So I wanted to take the time in this video to talk about a bunch of things with you, kind of more so like the future of this series, why it's taking so long to write these chapters, and so forth. As you'll see from these draft pages, it is essentially, most of the chapter is a flashback, and it is explaining more about Rush's life, who he is, and some of his trials and tribulations, and his family. Here you can see kind of has like an abusive father. I'm not going to spoil too much for you, but you'll kind of get the indication of, what kind of life he's lived and where his heart really is. But the reason why I'm going in this direction rather than just jump straight into the Black Hand or trying to accelerate the series, one of the biggest mistakes that I did is I didn't really do enough planning for the characters of Soren and Rush to develop their personalities. I mean, I kind of knew the general idea for Rush. He lives this super hard life and he kind of gets addicted to the power he's getting and, he gets out of control. But Soren is kind of more like a blank slate. In any case, it's really imperative that the readers get in touch with these characters and can sympathize with them, can laugh with them. And until you really get to that point, it's kind of hard for your readers to, fall in love with the characters. So this kind of development for Rush is really important for the audience and for the future of the series. And I definitely look forward to, giving Soren that opportunity as well. But I'm actually writing Soren quite a bit like myself in real life. I was pretty secluded when I was a young kid. I didn't really know a lot of people. I had poor social skills and I didn't know what I wanted in life. And I was pretty much just a blank slate until I went to college and started finding myself out, right? And I want Soren to kind of be like that as well. He's kind of had a pretty privileged life, and there's not really any intensity or any desire to, chase certain aspirations because he's kind of had things given to him, from just living in a decent home, which Rush has not had. In any case, I'll develop Soren later, but I also really want to get into the time skip as fast as possible while simultaneously not speeding past the development of Rush and Soren. It's important to see their development while they're young, but at the same time, I really want to get into the time skip, the current year in Demon Rush, which is 2029, when you saw Soren standing on top of the rooftop and everything. That's when, 7 years of training for both Soren and Rush, and they're going to really be able to utilize their abilities, and action's going to be insane, and I really want to get to that point. But Pedro, he really, really wants to embellish kind of the early stages of Demon Rush, of the story, of the origin stories. And I was like, my original plan was more so to start in the middle of the story and then have flashbacks of their early life to kind of, give you insight to the characters as it progresses. But actually, a lot of the kind of requests and criticism I've gotten is people want more of Rush and Soren when they're young and kind of see, like, I guess they want to see the entire linear path as to how exactly they got so powerful. And I understand that. But if I were to do it that way and make this the next One Piece, I could be working on this thing for 50 years. I'm not really planning on doing that. I don't want it to be short by any means, but I definitely want it to be long enough that I can create an entire huge world for this series and tons of fresh material that people can talk about and, experiment with. And I really want to build like a big, beautiful world with this. One Piece may be a little bit overboard, but somewhere in the middle, right? Maybe a little past the middle. In any case, these chapters that I'm giving you guys, you got to realize that I'm doing these 100% for free. I'm not asking anyone for any pennies, any money or anything in order to make these. I'm doing it because I'm passionate about it and I love it. And same with Pedro, but I still have to pay Pedro because this is ultimately my story. And I've hired him to do the art for it. He is exceptional and worth it. He's worth every penny, but it is still costing a lot of money and I'm giving it out for free. So there's not really like this crazy incentive to both destroy my bank account and burn Pedro out to, get to some place because people can't wait an extra few weeks for a chapter. So we're just kind of going at our own pace. I mean, honestly, man, like I feel like I have enough material right now to show investors and marketing agents and starting pushing this series out. Because honestly, what I really need is investments. I need capital and I need partners. I need a company that has, turned comics or games into mainstream And I need the help. There's only so far you can go being a creator and doing marketing and sales and shipping orders and making content and XYZ. I mean, it's literally infinite. There's just not enough time in the day and you need a lot of expertise. So I'm kind of in the process this year. We're going to get to volume 4. So I already have the cover for that. And we're going to release our 4th book, which I'm very excited about. But after we get to that point, I mean, I need some partners or something to kind of continue this series. I mean, it's just unfortunate. The economy is really bad. You know, people aren't buying. It's really tough when you are, you know, investing, and you don't really see a return, you know. It's tough. That's kind of the, you know, bitter pill to swallow. The sad truth of making your own manga is that you need a ton of content and you need a ton of publicity. It's so rare, if not almost impossible, to just make one chapter and that's, you know, a household name. Kurabachi was literally just a stroke of luck. And in any case, I'm going to keep producing. We're going to get to the 4th book. I want to reach the time skip as soon as possible. And then I really want to just get this in the hands of a partner. I mean, I'd love to get this book in Walmart's, Barnes & Noble, whatever. I mean, you know, right now we sell it on Amazon, but I need to increase the exposure. Get into retail is really important. And for that, I need partners. So in any case, we'll have this chapter and we'll have one more chapter after this. And then I'm really just going to focus on trying to get a partner in order to move this series forward. It's just a money thing. You know, we're going to have, 13 chapters? I mean, that's a lot. 4 books to sell. We might have to go on a little bit of a hiatus after the 4th book comes out for the manga. It's still a little bit ways away. It's just, I wish I could put out more anime episodes. It's just that each one takes a year or 2 to create and it costs like $30,000. And I didn't really see the, I mean, there was a lot of love for episode 2, but I didn't really see kind of the virality that I was hoping for when you release such an artistically boutique product, great animators and all this original content. But it's really crazy to me just how much people say they want original content, but they really just always fall back on like what is popular. It's just, it takes a unique kind of person, I believe, to really love and appreciate like content that doesn't have a big following. For example, if you go to a YouTube video and there's no comments, the likelihood that you're going to leave a comment is next to 0. But if there's 1,000 comments, the likelihood that you're going to comment goes up exponentially, right? It's just one of those factors of life where it's like you need the more people that know about it and talk about it, then the more people know about it and talk about it. And I'm trying to reach this like organic hump, and YouTube is not helping me. This organic hump where it'll finally realize what Demon Rush is and start sharing it to people organically. But for whatever reason, it can't figure out what it is and share it to the right people. And it's just not growing organically. And it's incredibly frustrating, just from the perspective of YouTube. In any case, I know I probably sound like I'm complaining and stuff in this video, but I wanted to let you guys know what's going on, why the chapters are taking so long. We're not done with Demon Rush. I'm not turning the button off. I'm just, at least until YouTube starts sharing it organically. I need some help. And if you guys love the series, I need your help. Share it. Tell people about it. Find me an agent. Something, please. In any case, about half the chapter is already finished, so you can expect the finished chapter in a few weeks, and I will see you for that.